Hello, welcome to the channel. And I have a lot of stories, I'm not boring. Yeah. So if you're new or if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload. This channel is about connecting people. It's the people's. I want to make it the people's channel. Anyway, let me tell you a story. I have a lot of stories. I'm not boring at all. And don't forget talking recipes, easy recipes as well to subscribe. So I'll tell you a lot another story. Sometimes in life, things look like it's what happened and it is not what happened. This is what this one would look like. I'll tell you a lot. Sometimes now and then they have some cheap lotto like 150 a line, or sometimes you could play a lucky dip or something, or you could just choose a 2 hot pick or 1 main number, whatever. That's what I do. I'm just saying what I do. I could do that, so sometimes I do that. Not often though. Sometimes I forget if the lotto exists, but there are times when I play now and then. I might play a line, 1 line, a hot pick, 2 hot picks, and 1 main line sometimes now and then. So that day I went to the supermarket that I like playing my lotto in. So apparently, as I said, some things it seems like this is what it is and that's not what it is. So I picked up a rubber, the rubber sweets, some little rubbery sweets, no more than maybe 30p or so or less. So I picked it up as well. I had it in my hand. I'm in the queue in the supermarket that I liked playing my lotto in whenever I would play. So I was standing in the queue and I dipped into my bag because my lotto is usually I usually put them inside the numbers that I'm going to play. It's inside some kind of book in my bag. So I remember I picked up the sweets first before I went into the queue and whatever else I had to get. I don't think I had much things in my hand. Maybe just the sweets because I just wanted to play my lotto. Standing in the queue, all of a sudden, it's time for me to pay. So I gave the lotto to the cashier. She was a youngish looking girl, young lady. And all she said to me, listen carefully guys and judge for yourself. When I paid for the lotto, she said to me, anything else? And at the same time, I just looked in my hand because I'm supposed to have the sweets in my hand. But I just forgot everything about the sweets in my hand. So apparently, when I dipped into my bag, the little sweets that less than, some little rubbery sweets, as I said to you, less than 50p, less than 30p probably was the price at the time I'm talking about. It's not recent, maybe 3 years or 4 years ago, just before pandemic that happened. When she said anything else, I goes I look, because I remember, even if the thing is not in my hand now, I remember, but all of a sudden she said anything else. And I looked and I remember I had a little light packet of sweets in my hand. So I looked into my bag because I looking for the sweets now, like in my hand. Anything else, she just reminded me that yes, she reminded me when she said anything else. So I dipped into my bag. If I wanted to steal it, a little sweets less than 30p or less than 50p, would I be looking in my bag? No. When she said anything else, I would say no, nothing else, because it was no longer in my hand. It fell, apparently it was so light that unawares it fell into my bag when I'm opening, searching for my lotto, and it looks real like if water cannot, you ever hear West Indian people say water cannot wash you sometime when something look like if this is what it is? When she said anything else, I looked into my hand because I just forgot. I had a small sweets and it probably dropped in my bag. So I looked on the ground, look down to see if it dropped on the ground because that is the first thing. Anything else reminded me that I had this sweets in my hand. Anything else? And then I just looked about to something else, the sweets. So I looked in my hand just naturally. Then I looked on the ground, it wasn't there. Then I just realized probably it dropped in my bag when I was dipping for the lotto, opening the book and everything. Bear in mind, it's just a sweets about less than 50p. Rubbery sweets less than maybe 35p at the time. I picked up the sweets from my bag and I said, thank you so much. I forgot that I had the sweets. Good thing you said to me anything else, because she made me think now. When I looked in my hand, looked on the ground, then on the floor of the shop. Just, normally just. Then I realized it probably dropped in my bag, and I picked it up from my bag and I gave it to her because it was never my intention to come to steal something. Because, or else I wouldn't even look in my bag. I just say no, just the lotto, and just walk away. Because if I was a thief wouldn't be looking for sweets that drop somewhere unawares less than 30p. Because if they want to take it, they wouldn't pick it up and give it to her. Anything else? No, just the lotto. So I paid her for it. So listen now, in the upcoming days, this is what would happen now. I paid her for it because it was my intention to pay for it. I didn't even realize it dropped in my bag or anything like that until she said, anything else? Just like that. Anything else? I said, yeah. My heart, like, yeah. And I looked in my hand, like, first thing, my eyes went into my hand. Then my eyes went on the floor of the shop. Then I realized quickly in my brain fog, that the thing probably dropped in my bag, which is the truth. So I just dipped in my bag and I picked it up because I knew I had something else. The same time she asked me anything else, I realized I had something else. She made me click that I had something else. Paid the 35p or 30p, and I just went, naturally made a joke with her. We laughed and we smiled, and I went. But listen what would happen next time now. Don't tell me that's a coincidence. I walked into the shop the next time. Who would steal a sweet? Not me. Never. Not a sweet, no. Never. I wouldn't even steal anything in the first place. So the next time, I walked into the shop. She's coming to me with a bag. No sooner had I walked in with, I don't know, with some groceries and shaking it in front of me and asked, is this yours? I goes like, no. Someone that is a thief would say yes and just grab it from her and go, because she's coming up to them with bags asking if it's, yeah, mine, and just walk out the door. The door is open all the time. So she's taking chances too, but she know who she's doing it to, because she think probably I stole the 35p sweets or the 20p sweets, rubber sweets. That's that little item of no value. She probably think that I'm not pregnant. That happened just before the pandemic. Am I craving for a sweet somehow?